What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot Ed, and we're going to talk about this past weekend's 2025 London MCM Comic Con. Now, at the Comic Con, there were revealed of some Transformers that we already revealed, but now with these reveals, they are also now pre-orders up at all of the places you shop, like TF Source, Entertainment Earth, Big Bag Toy Store, Robot Kingdom, The Chosen Prime, Ages 3 and Up, and that monster we like to call Amazon. Now, I will leave a link in the description that will take you to TFW 2005 and all the links therein of. And then from there, we're just going to recap and look at the pretty pictures of the toys that we want to get next. So yeah, MCM was a very fun weekend. Thanks to Toys R Us for bringing us a lot of those pictures and giving us some in-depth looks at some of the figures. And yeah, we also got to talk about that as well, but that's going to be later. I'll save that for that time. But in the meantime, we're going to be just more objective, looking at some pictures of the day, and then we'll take it from there. So, of course, we are going to begin, and we're going to have a little bit of a table of contents with the deluxe class figures. Now we have Quintus Prime. He would be, I assume, the father of the Quintusons. He turns into a very, very peculiar looking ship. Hey, that's all I can tell you. And he is one of the 13s. He is a deluxe. He will be 15 steps to transform. Next, we're going to look at Sure Shot and Spoil Sport. Now, you know, I feel some type of way about how our Target Masters look. I hope that Takara was nice, would have made some better Target Masters or some third-party company. You have your assignment. Get to it, please. Other than that, this is still a pure buy, pure win. Next is none other than Blast Off from the Combaticons. Now, I'm going to say this. He just looked like Blast Off. He looks very toy accurate. You know, not so much on the animation side, but either way, it's good to have a correct Blast Off. Next is that favorite guy from the desert, aka Quick Strike. If you're a fan of the Beast Wars cartoon, you're a fan of this guy right here. So yeah, he's one of the popular characters. Even though he's small, I still own the original. Absolutely one of my favorite toys to own. Can't wait to get this new one. Next is Jalopy, which has been repainted a few times. The last one I bought of this was the Axle Grease as well as the Lockdown. I don't really want to see this mold anymore because these Junkions, we ain't never heard of them. We don't even know what they is. But I guess maybe this is selling because it's one of those pull apart things and whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, next, we're going to go to the Voyager class series of figures, and we're going to start off with Brawl. Now, this is the other Combaticon. Now, this one does come with a bit of controversy because of the fact that he does cost a little more than the other ones. He's priced as a Voyager, but he's the same size as Deluxe, but the plastic is supposed to be a bit heavier. Same thing we got with Scrapper and Mixmaster, though I still feel like with them, because there's no other parts for them to be support, you got me, Hasbro. But I understand that the foot plates for him and Swindle, because Swindle's also going to be a Voyager price point, are with the parts on the Onslaught. So why are we paying extra for that? I don't know. When the other figures didn't have that, unless they're going to be the actual legs this time and the foot parts just fit on the bottom. I know we did see a picture of him in foot mode, but we'll see further on down the line once we get more. So of course, here's the packaging, 3 of 5, 23 steps to transform. He's going to be a very sought after figure because the only Combaticon I have right now is Vortex. Next is none other than Wreck-Gar. No, is this Wreck-Gar or is this Weird Al Yankovic? Oh no, it's animated Wreck-Gar. So this is a remold of Trash Master. Now let me be clear about Trash Master. I love that mold. I don't know if I reviewed him or not, and if I did, I can't remember, but I do like it. Also, the fact that he has that very similar face as Bulkhead is a reason why I wish they would just go ahead and repaint this as Bulkhead. This paint job is very too much similar to that of Trash Master, albeit just a head change, which that's fine because he does look like that in animated, but it's just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I know I don't want him. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't get him. I just know I don't want him because, you know, I mean, I don't like when you switch it. Like, it's not repurposed for animated. It was repurposed before in other lines where versus the animated molds look more like animated. So take your pick on this one. But either way, if you don't have any mold or version of the Trashmaster mold, and you want Wreck-Gar or Weird Al Yankovic stand-in, get that one. Next is Amalagalagadus Prime. Now he's the father of combining. And when I was looking at him earlier, I just got Solar Chogokin 50th anniversary Combattler V. And that's part of the Robot Romance trilogy. And it has the 70s vibe where you have like the arms separate, the feet separate, the legs. You know what I mean? It's the old school Takara Diaclone 17-in-1 thing. That's what this kind of remind me of. And when I saw Combattler V, which is a 70s anime, it kind of reminds me of this. So, and that's what I'm gonna be playing with today, because I ain't gonna be doing the reviews today. I gotta play with toys. But yeah, I like this one. He gives me a lot of different vibes. He can combine. He looks like Scope Dog. He's got a lot of arms. He's got an axe. He's got a crazy look. He looks like if Shockwave had a bigger eye face or something, but I like the way he looks. They could turn this into, I know they're not going to turn the primes and other things to pieces, but they could turn this into some type of a Shockwave. I'm just saying, okay? So y'all getting your feelings and stuff. All right, next we're on to the leader class, and we're winding down the video and not going to waste too much more of your time. I told y'all this guy right here would have benefited being more of a commander class, but y'all did not believe me, so we get kind of like a shrunken down version of the original toy. I don't know, man. I was really hoping that this would sway me from the original, but it hasn't. It hasn't. Next is Razor Claw. Now, I used to own the original Universe version way back when, but I sold him when I used to sell a lot of my toys because I didn't know not to sell them, and I had to sell this one. And I got a pretty penny for him, but now I would sure love to have a modern version of it. And since I didn't like this as Tiger Hawk, Razor Claw looks a lot better to me. 43 steps to transform. He's going to cost an arm and a leg. So overall, we've got all the reveals that were shown at the MCM Comic-Con for 2025. We've got the links in the description for everyone to go and grab these figures with super fast prejudice or whatever you use ASAP, please. I don't do pre-orders. And as y'all know, I get my figures just as fast, or not as fast as the other faster people, but I get them in a timely manner. I just don't review them in a timely manner due to my work and schedule and other things like that. But overall, I'm very impressed with what we have. Despite my givings on some, I don't think it really matters, my opinion, though I will address some things that I've seen with some of the figures from when Toys R Us had them in his hands. But you know, that's how it goes. But so overall, we have seen these enough, but now that we have them and now that we have the pre-orders, what are your thoughts? So far, with pretty much every one of these are going to be bought. Maybe not the Jalopy and maybe not the Wreck-Gar, but I'm certainly going to get everything else because I gotta get them. I gotta get them. So this is Super Robot Ed. Got one more video to do. Bringing more news and reveals to them. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.